We are in the Lenten season, and one of the first Lents that I remember, I was in a children's sermon in which the pastor very seriously took the beautiful banner that said Hallelujah and he rolled it up and he put it in a trunk with a huge padlock on it, while telling the children that we are entering into a season in which we will not celebrate and have exuberant joy and say that word, that hallelujah, throughout this season in reflection of what is coming, in reflection of the crucifixion, in reflection of the suffering that Jesus endured on our behalf. He then put that trunk at the entrance of the sanctuary, and every time we walked by it during that entire season, we remembered what was in that trunk and what was coming up, the release of that word again, the ability to sing hallelujah again, the colors to be all over the banners of the church, and for there to be flowers and joyful singing again. And while I think there is a place for that, and while we need to really somberly reflect what this season means, we also need to remember that Easter is coming, that joy is coming, that He paid it all, and that we have the reassurance of that. And I think that makes this season even more sweet and even more beneficial for us to remember, while we are separated from that, while we might not say hallelujah during this time, we will again because of what He paid at the cross. And I think that this stance is reflected as we work through John. In chapter 13, he first talks about washing the disciples' feet after declaring how much He loves us to the end. And then he moves on to saying, one of you will betray me. But then he gives us the commandment to love one another. And then he talks about Peter's denial. So we have this kind of up and down tension of the good that He's promising, but of our nature and our betrayal and our denial and our sin that's keeping us from Him and keeping us from experiencing all of Him. And that's why He went to the cross, and that's why He paid it all. And that's what we need to remember during this time. We can lock away the joy that we have for Him, but we have to get it out, and we have to remember why it's locked away. It's locked away so we can remember who we are without Him, and thanks be to God that we don't have to experience that because of what He paid on the cross, because of what He did for us, because He loves us to the end. Thanks be to God for that. Hallelujah to that. We invite you to come and worship with us during this Lenten season on Wednesday nights at 7 as we reflect on the verses in John and of what Jesus did in His last days before going to Golgotha, going to the cross. And we will also be discussing this in our 8:30 Sunday morning Bible classes, and then at 10 o'clock on worship as well. I hope to see you then. I hope you have a blessed Lenten season and that you remember the joy of Easter morning and keep that alive in your hearts. And hallelujah, God be with you.